Just yesterday in the evening before midnight, I had a conversation with a couple of my members from our Crusade, and we were just discussing about problems and about the future of our channel, and we were just discussing about Christ and all that stuff. It was doing pretty great. We were learning a bunch of new things. Even I was learning a bunch of new things through that call. But then eventually, when we reached to the point when the call had to be almost over, when I had to go to sleep, one of my Brotherhood members, one of our Crusaders, came up to me and said this one question to me. I have been struggling with overwhelming, uncontrollable thoughts, and it has come to the point where I cannot even sleep at night. Every time I do fall asleep, I get reoccurring nightmares, and I wake up exhausted. This question alone allowed me to not only think about the situation, but also just flashback myself to the past, flashback to the time when, surprisingly, if you do not know, this was the same issue which I had struggled in my past. My situation personally, it went so bad to the point where these thoughts, they were just a part of my day. They became a part of my life. It became so bad that I could not even enjoy life. These demons that were in my head just kept dictating my entire course, kept dictating the course of my entire day, so much to the point where it even dictated my actions and my bodily reactions. During that tough and dark period of my life, I just wished to myself, and back in the day, I just wished to the Lord, I hoped that nobody in this world would have to go through and suffer through the same thing which I have went through. And I just kept holding on the thought that may I not hope on anyone to experience the same fate which I was going through myself. But if you have clicked on this video, then most likely with a confident heart, I can already see that you have been going through or are still going through the same thing, which is the fact that you might be experiencing these overwhelming thoughts. And another example of these thoughts might be the fact that, oh bro, you don't have much time on this life. Oh, you did this. Oh, you accidentally injured yourself at the gym. Oh no, brother. What if it's a lethal thing? What if you need to go to the hospital or you die? Well, what if this gym injury, you're just looking through it, and what if you're bleeding out all of a sudden? These are the types of thoughts which I am talking about. These thoughts that just absolutely put you in a panic state, that put you in a panicked mindset, and absolutely ruin your entire day by filling it up with negativity and fear. But the first thing which I want you to do to overcome these thoughts is to simply identify your thought. Simple as that. Identify your thought and identify the reason. Why are you overthinking about it? Why are you simply panicking about this thought? For as this was the first step which caused me and allowed me set myself free from these thoughts and to put myself in a position of genuine inner peace, spiritual freedom. And that is to simply identify, what are these thoughts? Is it because the fact that I injured myself at the gym? Is it because that I'm panicking about something? Identify the main source on where it is coming from. And once you have identified that source, I want you to simply abandon this thing, abandon this reasoning on why you're experiencing this thought, and just simply let it go. Friends, let's picture an example. Look at my speech. Look at the way I speak to you. You can clearly see the way of how my words flow out of my mouth. I'm not overthinking of the next sentence, what I should say to you. I just let my words flow. I let the Spirit speak through me. I don't overthink of my words. I just simply let the Spirit do its thing, and I let my words flow. And I mean, yeah, sure, I do make a mistake, but this is the same thing you should do. You should just keep your day flowing. You should just allow these things to happen. You have no reason to be afraid of, I have the fear of death. What do I have to do? There's nothing you can do about it. Let these things go. Let these genuine things go. If you die, you die. That's it. There's nothing you can do about it. The only thing you can do is to get closer to Christ and to evolve in this spiritual journey and to leave down a legacy and a story which people can remember of. That's the best you can do. If you die, you die. Simply accept that reality. Accept this fact, but also accept the fact that while you may die, there is a different future. There's a different life which is waiting for you up there. This is the second pinpoint which you must focus on whenever these thoughts are attacking you, which is that when these thoughts are attacking you, instead of resisting these thoughts on your own, and instead of going like, oh yeah, you thoughts are weak, I'm gonna fight you, and then fall into panic and despair like you always do, instead of doing that, the second thing which you must do is that you must surrender these thoughts to God. In John 8 verse 32, Jesus had specifically said in his word that says, "Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." My question to you is, if you have obtained this level of freedom right here, if you have obtained this level of freedom in which you have so much power where you can just ask the Lord for truth and ask the Lord for protection and to delete these thoughts and these demons, and all of these thoughts can just disappear in a matter of seconds. My question to you is, while you have this level of power within you through Christ, why are you not using this sacred gift as a weapon? Why do you keep relying on your own strengths, knowing that you will fail, knowing that you will not succeed in winning through your strengths? Why do you keep relying on your strengths if you could just ask the Lord for strength and he will give it to you? Christ went through the suffering so that he shall pay for the things that we deserve as sinners, and we can obtain his grace through him completely for free. So simply just keep this thing in mind, that you have no reason to ignore God's word. You have no reason to ignore the strengths, because you are destined to be defeated if you fight through your own strengths. I keep saying this analogy every single time in every single one of my mentorships, every single one of mine calls, every single coffee chat, every single call, every single video, and that is that there is no such thing as a one-man army. While it might sound cool, it is absolutely non-existent. Nothing can get created by a one-man army. These empires you see on around the world, they got created by a group of people, by a certain group of individuals and certain tribe of people who had the same beliefs, which accelerated themselves in growth. The same thing can be used in the spiritual world. You cannot be a one-man army. You need to have the Lord on your side in order to get results in your spiritual journey. And the third thing which I want you to do is that after you have surrendered these thoughts to God, what you simply have to do is I want you to ignore them. When you have these thoughts, what you have to do is that you have to, first of all, pray to the Lord that may he help you to get rid of these thoughts. And it doesn't have to be a long prayer. It could even be as short as 2 words or 3 words, like, "Lord, please help me." As long as you do it with an honest heart, he will do it. And simply after you have prayed, you simply let these thoughts be and have this confidence in knowing that you have no reason to be afraid of, whereas God is right now dealing with these thoughts. This simple prayer you did, and this ignorance you're putting towards them, first of all, when you don't ignore these thoughts, you are fueling them and strengthening them to become more powerful in your mind. The more you ignore them and the more you let God deal with these thoughts, the more weaker these thoughts will become. So much to the point that whenever these thoughts will come, they won't bother you anymore, because you know the certain thing which I also have implemented, which is simply the reason that you are not your thoughts, brother. You are not your thoughts. As I said, if you have the fear and thought that, "Oh, I did this injury at the gym, I'm gonna die," who says that you're gonna die? Who says that you are gonna perish off of this world? Did God say that you're gonna perish off of this world? Did he send a sign that you're gonna pass away in the next 3 days? Did he give you any sort of sign like this? Did he give you any sort of a sign that you're gonna perish off in the next 3 days? These are your demons, brother. This is just a clear sign of how less of a power and authority they have over you. They are so weak and pathetic that they even need to ask the Lord to do these things. The only recorded time when demons had such big power and they had the ability to ruin somebody's life to the point where he lost everything was in the book of Job. But even then, they had to ask the Lord for permission to do such things, because demons can only do these such things when they have the Lord's permission to do so. And even if they would try to do it without permission, they would fail miserably. They would not be able to lay a finger on you, for as the Lord will not allow them to hurt you. So simply just keep in mind all of these things which I have just mentioned to you in order to have a stable journey towards getting inner peace in the mind, which is simply that you have to, just simply by the fact that you have to stop overthinking, surrender these thoughts to God, and simply ignore them. That simply have this acknowledgement that you are not your thoughts, and your thoughts are not you. And also, if you need some help through this, and if you need a brotherhood that will help you and that will be there for you, talk with you if it's necessary. And if you need a brotherhood in which I am able to talk with you any time of the day, then I'm confident that you're interested to join our crusade. First link in the description, and you will find a place in which we will all be there for you, and I will be there for you, and we will talk with you. We will provide you the information you need towards freedom, towards success. Besides the point, thank you all for watching. You can also like and subscribe to support this ministry, for as these are things that genuinely help me out to push this information towards the entire algorithm. You can also comment down below whether you support my message or not. Thank you all for watching. I see you, brothers, in our crusade and tomorrow. Jesus loves you.